half, we were a bit timid. We were a little bit like second to a lot of things. We still had some moments in the first half where we did okay, but I just said to the players at half time, like, I think to play the way we want to play, we've got to be brave, and we've got to commit to what our plan is. And when we do that, we're good. And I thought in the second half we did that. And I thought the subs that came on were excellent, all of them. And that's, that's the luxury that we have now, that the starters may win the game and the subs are coming on to see it out, or the starters may have to do a lot of hard work and might not get the rewards, and then the subs might come on and get the rewards. And tonight it was that way around. And
biggest crowd of the season. Can you speak a little bit to the energy in the building tonight? It seemed like with her celebration, Jess was kind of playing into it on her goal. I know you normally black out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely did, yeah.
But yeah, can you speak to the crowd tonight?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I think we haven't played at home now for such a long time in the league. So to come back and have a big crowd. But, we know two things about Seattle. One, they love Pride Night. And two, they love this team. So when they come out and support, it means so much to us. So hopefully we'll see them again in a couple of weeks.
Mia had mentioned that, you fired the team up a bit at halftime, but it also felt like when Jess came on, immediately she was finding offensive pockets and there were more opportunities. Obviously, she's an all-time legend, but what does having her back and healthy do for this team?
Yeah, a lot, and I think over the years, Jess's role has always been that, whether coming off the bench, starting, which she's done a lot, she just gets the game, right, at a really high level. Her understanding of the game is really high. And to have the luxury to be able to let her watch the first half and work out how she's going to have success in the game, I don't need to talk to her about that. Like, she's going to be able to do that. And then my job is just to give her some real pointers on things that I think she needs to be really good at. And she gets it. And I think the team believe that about her too, right? That she's going to be in the right place when they need her to be. And given the opportunity, they believe she's going to create or score something for them. And she did that.
And then asking about sort of players who didn't play a little bit. One, was there a particular reason Jess came out? Was it just to give her a nice ovation? And then is there any reason Lynn didn't play? And then what's going on with Lou? I saw she was on the injury report.
Yeah, Lou's is still from the Chicago, when she did whatever she did in the Chicago game. So she's really close. But obviously we don't want to risk Lou in any way. Anna and Haz just came back from the Euros, so that explains that one. Lynn's had a couple of things going on in July that we just, if we needed her tonight, she was available. She definitely could have played. But I spoke to her when we made the Mia sub and just said, look, if we need you, be ready. If we don't need you, keeping her off the surface as much as we can. We've got, back-to-back games on turf, which is hard. So this was maybe like a day early for her, but we could have, utilised her if we needed to. But if we didn't, resting her up and getting her ready for next week was the priority. And yeah, the Jess sub, we wanted to kill some time. And, I didn't really think about the standing ovation, but I sort of joked with her that she'd get one. So she didn't kill me for taking her off because, most players don't love that. But I also thought she deserved it. I do agree. I thought she changed the game in a really positive way. And, she's had a July to remember, and hopefully she can have an August to remember too. And she started off well.
Is that what she gave you a little bow?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Jess doesn't need any encouragement, let's say.
All right, we'll take Callahan and then Jeff.
What did you think of Sally Menti and Sam Miz's performance tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they constantly get better, And I don't even think tonight was close to their best. And that's saying something with those two. We have found something in them that really does take pressure off the Jesses and the older players that have been doing this for a long time, that they can look at those two and know, you know, these young ones who are so eager to learn and get better. Sam Mazer's ability to break play up is absolutely exceptional. And Sally's ability in pressure to be able to get out of it is exceptional. There's little areas of their game that I want to keep improving them on because I just think they're so far away from their ceiling. So that's so positive for us, right? Like tonight they were great, but I don't think it's their best. And that's the challenge that I'm going to keep posing to them, is to keep pushing. And the good thing about our roster now is there's competition. So they know that if they drop their standards, someone's going to come in and take that spot. So pushing them in a really positive way, I think, is important. But so proud of them, and the work that they do and the effort that they put in is exceptional.
This is in two parts. First part's on your defense. Pulled a clean sheet. A lot of those young players are now getting international camps over the last couple months. Can you speak on Claudia's play, Jordan's play, how the defense performed tonight, keeping that, given that it did go into the half 0-0?
Yeah, I thought in the first half we were just timid and we just dropped too much. And I understand it, you know. Jan's daughter and Alyssa are so quick that I get it. I get why we were worried about it. But I must have said this 1,000 times in this room. Prevention is better than cure. And in the second half, we were way more aggressive. And guess what? They didn't get anywhere near our goal as much. And the back line are a real key component of that, especially in the way that we currently play, that if we have a back five, teams are going to get near our goal all the time. If we have a back three, it means we're being aggressive. And that's what we needed to be tonight. And in the second half, I thought we were much better at that. So, you know, credit to the back line. Clean sheets is what we love. Claudia made a really good save in the first half, I think. But outside of that, just did really solid things, which we all know she can do, right? Like, Claudia has the talent to do whatever she wants. And I believe she has the chance to be the number one of this country. But it's on her. She's got to keep pushing.
And the second part is coming out of this now lengthy break. You grabbed 3 points to now have more points than you had last season.
Wow. There we go.
24 over 23. Momentum coming out of the break. Portland's coming up next. Where do you see this run-in starting?
Yeah, we spoke this week with the players. You know, August is big. There's 5 games. You know, you blink, and if you have a bad month, you could blink and suddenly the table looks really different. If you can get really good results, and you know, tonight is a fantastic result for us. You set yourself up for, you know, you get really good positive results in August, you're pretty much there or thereabouts. So then it's sort of about what next? What's the next challenge? What's the next challenge? So we spoke about it this week. We set the tone that we wanted to make August be something that June was. And obviously in the second half tonight, we really showed that. I thought that we could really dominate, and yeah, you know, looking forward to next week as ever.
So Laura, you mentioned Jones Doder earlier. Yeah. You know, she had a 4-game goal in a a 4-goal game in a Champions League match a few months ago. Did you expect her to be so involved in the attack early in this match, like her first competitive match for Angel City? Yeah,
she's just got, you know, something you can't coach. She's fast. And I think that's something in this league that you either drop off and just don't give them any space, or you're aggressive and you try and prevent service. And the plan was to prevent service, but we weren't doing a good job of it in the first half. In the second half, we prevented service much more. Doesn't mean that those players aren't going to be involved. Alyssa got involved in the game. Kristen, when she came on, got involved in the game. But we did enough by that point to really make them come lower into our half to get it. And, you know, we've played in different ways this year. And I remember Kansas here early in the season. We were the opposite, right? We just dropped off and let them have it. So what we're trying to be is a little bit unpredictable, right? You're not quite sure what you're going to get from us, which keeps the opponent on their toes. So obviously next week going into Portland, we could drop off or we could go high against you. Who knows?
And this is a little bit of a random one. Like from the couple years watching the team, I know Limby Ndolo is great at wasting time at the corner flag. I thought Coco Mondesir was awesome at wasting time toward the end of the match.
So good.
Who are the best players on the squad at wasting time, killing out the clock?
Oh, good question. The smart ones normally. So Coco is so strong as well, like crazy strong. So her and Sophia did a good job tonight. I remember in San Diego, it was Lynn and Jess doing a really good job of it in San Diego. So they're the ones we try and get around the ball, is the ones that have the technical ability, the smarts, and the strength to hold people off and really keep it in the corner. I thought they did a great job. And it's funny because even when we scored off the corner, Scott came up to me and went, "Do you want to keep it in the corner?" And I was like, "No, let's do one more." And after we scored, he went, "Yeah, you were right to do one more." So